Well, hello everyone, this is Emrys from cruisehive.com. Yes, it's just a full week of cruise news updates from all the major cruise lines as the cruise industry continues to bring back more ships back into service. Here we go then with just another busy week of cruise news. We've got updates from all three major cruise lines, including Carnival Cruise Line updating its requirements, Norwegian Cruise Line restarting US operations, and a big update from Royal Caribbean on the next batch of ships that are restarting. MSC Cruises has kicked off cruises from Florida, and we will end with some sad news coming from Alaska, which we all need to spare a thought on. So, let's get started. Alright, let's start today with Norwegian Cruise Line. Today is a huge day with the restart of its operations in the US for the first time in over 500 days. Norwegian Encore is departing out of the port of Seattle, Washington, which also restarts NCL's Alaska season finally. So the newest ship in the fleet will begin sailing 7-day voyages, including stops at Icy Strait Point, Skagway, Juneau, and Ketchikan. Sailings will continue through October 16th, and when Norwegian Encore does call at Icy Strait Point, it will be at the new second pier, which has been developed by parent company Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings. So Norwegian Jade became the first NCL ship to restart operations when she departed out of Piraeus, Greece on July 25th. The vessel is also the first in the fleet to home port in Piraeus, the new port for Athens, and currently sailing the Greek Isles. Norwegian Gem will be the next to restart cruises on August 15th out of Miami, Florida. So Norwegian Cruise Line is keeping things straightforward and simple by having all crew members and all guests fully vaccinated. It's as simple as that. There are no exemptions or people on board that will not be vaccinated like on other cruise lines. Cruise lines are adapting to the developing health concern to make sure guests can remain safe during a cruise vacation. This also includes Carnival Cruise Line, which has already restarted operations with 5 vessels, including the new Mardi Gras. And if you're a reader of the website, no doubt you will already know this. So the cruise line has made changes to its protocols across all cruise ships. From August 7th, all guests will be required to wear a face mask in specific indoor areas, especially in busy areas. When outdoors, guests can continue to not wear a mask just as before. The new mask wearing policy will continue through October 31st, 2021. Carnival Cruise Line is also implementing a new pre-testing requirement effective from August 14th, 2021 through October 31st. So with this new requirement, guests who are fully vaccinated will also have to show proof of a negative PCR or antigen test result taken within 3 days before embarkation. So this is a big change for all those who are fully vaccinated. The cruise line will not be offering a test in the terminal, and this is something which some other cruise lines are doing. So the new changes are all detailed on the cruise line's Have Fun Be Safe health measures on its website, and details could change in the future as the situation remains fluid. Carnival has already made several itinerary changes due to ports of call having different restrictions, such as the Cayman Islands, which is not allowing cruise ships to visit until early 2022. So very important details and new developments coming out from Carnival. We'll make sure everyone is kept updated on any new developments over on cruisehive.com. Royal Caribbean has released when each remaining ship will resume cruise operations. The entire fleet will be back in service by spring 2022, including from the US, Australia, Europe, and Asia. So far, 7 vessels have already resumed operations, and the cruise line has already announced restart dates for August. So let's take a look at which Royal Caribbean ships will restart from September into spring. Alright, so Oasis of the Seas is sailing 7-night Bahamas cruises from Cape Liberty, New Jersey, starting September 5th, and 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries from Miami beginning November. Liberty of the Seas is sailing 7-night Western Caribbean cruises from Galveston, Texas, starting October 3rd. Serenade of the Seas is sailing 4 and 5-night Western Caribbean cruises from Tampa, Florida, starting October 16th, and 7-night Caribbean itineraries beginning in December. Explorer of the Seas is sailing 7-night Southern Caribbean sailings from San Juan, Puerto Rico, starting November 7th. Navigator of the Seas is sailing 3, 4, and 5-night Catalina Island, California, and Ensenada and Cabo San Lucas, Mexico cruises from Los Angeles beginning November 19th. Grandeur of the Seas is sailing 7 and 40-night Southern Caribbean sailings from Bridgetown, Barbados, starting December 5th. Ovation of the Seas is sailing 2 to 10-night domestic itineraries in Australia from Sydney, beginning December 13th. Brilliance of the Seas is sailing 4 and 5-night Bahamas and Western Caribbean cruises from Tampa, starting December 16th. Enchantment of the Seas is sailing 8-night Bahamas sailings and select 12-night cruises to the Southern Caribbean from Baltimore, starting December 23rd. Vision of the Seas is sailing 10 and 11-night Southern Caribbean itineraries from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, beginning January 24th, 2022. Voyager of the Seas is sailing 7 and 9-night cruises in Northern Europe from Barcelona, Spain, starting April 15th, 2022. Radiance of the Seas is sailing 7-night Alaska sailings from Vancouver, Canada, beginning April 29th, 2022. And finally, Rhapsody of the Seas is sailing 7-night Mediterranean and Greek Isles itineraries, sailing from Rome, starting May 23rd, 2022. Even though MSC Cruises has already been back in service in Europe for many months, it's now able to also focus on its return from the US. Yes, MSC Meraviglia became the first in the fleet to resume sailings from the US on August 2nd. The vessel is now sailing 3 and 4-night cruises to the Bahamas, including a call to MSC's own private island of Ocean Cay. The ship will also sail 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean cruises from September 18th, 2021. The week-long sailings include 2 separate calls at the cruise line's private island and Nassau in the Bahamas and Ocho Rios in Jamaica. Cruises from the US will be for vaccinated and unvaccinated guests who will have more restrictions during voyages to ensure everyone on board remains protected. There is also testing at embarkation and periodic testing of the crew. There is a range of protocols in place as part of MSC's health and safety program. Yes folks, it's that time of year when cruise lines are releasing their business updates, including Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings and its 3 cruise brands of Norwegian Cruise Line, Oceania Cruises and Regent 7 Seas Cruises. So the good news is that the situation is on the up, especially now that Norwegian Jade became the first in the fleet to resume operations in late July. The ship departed Paris, Greece on July 25th with guests on board. It marks NCL's great comeback, something the company has been covering with its new Embark video series. All 28 cruise ships across the 3 brands are expected to be back sailing by April 1st, 2022. Also, 75% of the fleet is to be operating by the end of this year. The restart will really begin to increase through this month, which is August, with Norwegian Encore becoming the first in the fleet to restart in the US, as we mentioned earlier on. On the booking front, the situation is looking more positive despite reduced marketing. 2022 bookings are looking stronger than in 2019. This even includes bookings using future cruise credits due to previous cancellations. Ticket sales were 1.4 billion as of June 30th, 2021. The strong bookings come in good time, with Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings having a monthly average cash burn of 200 million in the second quarter. This is higher than the 190 million in the first quarter, but it comes as cruise lines are having to prepare for the restart of operations globally. This includes several things such as bringing ships back up to full crew capacity, provisions, maintenance, and repositioning to home ports. So you can read the full business update from the cruise company over on the website, along with the latest situation with the state of Florida on its vaccine passport ban. Alright folks, we end with some very sad news indeed, as a Floatplane crashed on Thursday and the US Coast Guard confirmed that all 6 people on board died. 5 of those were cruise passengers from the New Amsterdam cruise ship, which was docked in Ketchikan for the day. 1 person was the pilot of the sightseeing plane. The passengers were on a tour not booked through the cruise line, and the wreckage of the plane was found at approximately 2:37 p.m. on a ridgeline near the Misty Fjords area in Alaska. We have the full coverage over on cruisehive.com, and our thoughts truly are with the families and friends during this very difficult time. And while cruise lines are celebrating their return to Alaska in recent days, please do just spare a thought to those who lost their lives. Alright then folks, so those are just some of the cruise headlines from the week. We've got even more over on cruisehive.com, including Princess Cruises and Holland America Line increasing protocols, Virgin Voyages begins cruises in the UK, Mardi Gras completes first ever call at Nassau in the Bahamas, the new Odyssey of the Seas completed maiden calls, and loads more news all over on the website. You can also check out when each cruise line plans on resuming operations and the latest developments on the industry comeback. Do get those comments going down below and let us know what you think of any of the news stories which we featured. If you did find the video informative at all, then feel free to like and subscribe on YouTube so we can continue to improve and make good videos for you. Thanks everyone, I'm Emrys from cruisehive.com. Thanks again, and I'll see you all soon.